Are we witnessing the slow-motion collapse of dynasty? The Golden State Warriors, who stood atop the basketball world just 3 short years ago as NBA champions, now find themselves in a position that would have seemed unthinkable during their glory days. The franchise that once epitomized championship excellence is now hemorrhaging talent, and their latest casualty might be one of their most promising young assets, Jonathan Kuminga. Let's paint the picture of what's been happening in the Bay Area. Since hoisting that Larry O'Brien trophy in 2022, the Warriors have watched key pieces of their championship puzzle walk out the door. Jordan Poole, once hailed as the future of the franchise's backcourt, was traded away. Klay Thompson, one half of the legendary Splash Brothers duo, departed for Dallas in what can only be described as a heartbreaking end to an era. Kevin Looney, the gritty center who provided crucial interior presence, also moved on. Now, according to Clutch Point's national NBA insider Brett Siegel, Jonathan Kuminga has made it crystal clear that he wants no part of Golden State's future. The 22-year-old forward is reportedly seeking a contract worth approximately $30 million annually and has lost faith in the organization's commitment to his development. It is known around the league that Kuminga doesn't want to be with the Warriors any longer and instead wants to continue his career elsewhere, Siegel reported. This isn't just contract posturing or typical negotiation tactics. This appears to be a fundamental breakdown in the relationship between player and franchise. What led to this dramatic falling out? The answer lies in a combination of mismanagement and mixed signals that have characterized Kuminga's Warriors experience. Coach Steve Kerr's inconsistent rotation decisions have left the young forward in basketball purgatory, never quite knowing when his number would be called or what role he'd be asked to play. Kerr's public comments about Kuminga have been particularly damaging. Rather than building up his confidence and showcasing his value to the league, the coaching staff's handling has actually undermined his market worth. This represents a catastrophic failure in asset management for a franchise that once prided itself on player development and smart roster construction. The result? Kuminga has become remarkably undervalued and underutilized, creating what industry insiders describe as a shallow market for his services. Teams around the league are hesitant to meet his contractual expectations because they haven't seen enough consistent production to justify the investment. Given the irreparable nature of this relationship, the Warriors face the unenviable task of extracting maximum value from a deteriorating situation. Here are 3 potential trade packages that can help both parties move forward. Phoenix Suns deal. The Suns would acquire Kuminga in exchange for Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, Nick Richards, and a 2029 second-round pick. While Phoenix currently has the highest odds of landing Kuminga, Arizona, Republic reporter Dwayne Rankin suggests they may be reluctant to meet Golden State's asking price due to limited draft capital and trade assets. This package would provide the Warriors with veteran role players who could immediately contribute to their rotation while addressing their need for interior presence with Richards. However, it's far from the blockbuster return that Warriors fans might hope for. Chicago Bulls scenario. The Bulls, desperate to shed Nikola Vucevic's contract, would send a veteran center and promising rookie Mattis Buzelis to Golden State for Kuminga. This trade makes sense for Chicago's rebuild timeline, giving them a young talent with significant upside to develop alongside their other prospects. For the Warriors, acquiring Vucevic addresses their glaring need at center, even if it's potentially a short-term solution. Buzelis adds another young piece to help offset the loss of Kuminga's potential. Milwaukee Bucks option. The Bucks, lacking wing depth beyond Giannis Antetokounmpo, would send Kyle Kuzma, A.J. Green, and a future first-round pick to Golden State. This move would give Milwaukee additional versatility and a potential successor if Giannis ever decides to leave. While the Warriors have reportedly shown little interest in building a deal around Kuzma, the addition of the sharpshooter Green and future draft compensation could make this package more palatable. Let's call this situation what it is: organizational malpractice. The Warriors have fundamentally mishandled one of their most valuable young assets, turning what should have been a strength into a liability. The irony is palpable. A franchise that built its championship foundation on player development and smart roster management has somehow botched the development of a lottery pick with obvious talent. The trade packages currently available may not seem like blockbusters to Warriors faithful, but they address critical roster needs that could help Golden State remain competitive in the brutal Western Conference. The Indiana Pacers' recent playoff success demonstrated the importance of depth in today's NBA. The days of riding 3- or 4-star players to championships are largely over. Modern basketball demands roster versatility and multiple contributors, something these potential trades could provide. Whether it's veteran leadership, shooting, interior presence, or future assets, each of these deals offers elements that could benefit Golden State's championship aspirations. This Kuminga situation represents more than just one player wanting out. It's a microcosm of a franchise at a crossroads. The Warriors are desperately trying to maximize the remaining prime years of Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, while simultaneously preparing for an uncertain future. The clock is ticking in Golden State. Every day the situation remains unresolved. Kuminga's trade value continues to erode. Other teams know the Warriors are in a difficult position, and that leverage disadvantage will only worsen with time. If Golden State can execute one of these trade packages successfully, it could represent a crucial pivot in their offseason strategy. The goal isn't just to dump Kuminga's contract or move on from a disgruntled player. It's about maximizing the return on investment while filling roster holes that could make the difference between playoff disappointment and another championship run. The Warriors built their dynasty on making smart, forward-thinking decisions. Now, as they face one of the most challenging periods in recent franchise history, they need that same strategic thinking to navigate the Kuminga situation and position themselves for continued success. What do you think about these potential trades? Which package would give the Warriors the best return for Kuminga? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if you want more NBA trade analysis and breaking news coverage.